Pop Squat, coming at ya. We have got something from 1983. This is another perfect example of how not to name a song if you want to be found on the internet. Not that they knew that that was going to be a thing in 1983. But the group is named All Ages, and the song is called Ages Rap. And there have been lots of things that have been about All Ages Rap in the last 30, 40 years, and so it is impossible to find information about this track in particular. So I couldn't find if there's any lyrics. Obviously, to try to find a group named All Ages, it just is impossible. And yeah, it sucks not to be able to find anything. But let's check this out. I'm imagining. I have no information about this group. Maybe somebody can tell me some stuff in the comments if you remember this group, All Ages. I'm imagining these guys were probably pretty young, maybe teenagers, and I'm not sure. I have no idea. Maybe we'll can tell when the music starts or the lyrics start and see what they sound like. But let's just get into this. From 1983, 6 minutes and 28 seconds, because, 1983, it's going to be a long track. This is the Ages Rap from All Ages. Let's go. That boom reminds me of a song from the Police. Dun, 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 dun. Oh God, can't remember it, but it's definitely in my head. Oh, it sounded so very cool there as it built up and had those drums come in, and then it turned into dunk, 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 and like it didn't maintain the coolness for me. I'm sorry. I think the Police song is "Don't Stand So Close to Me," but again, I could be wrong. Kind of cool, funky sort of guitar sound going on there. I like that. Still very, 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 very heavily influenced from 70s R&B disco even, like for sure. I did manage to find this on Discogs now that I had a couple of names of the members of the group. Let's see, as it says, it's from A&A Records. 12-inch vinyl, 45 RPM, 12-inch, that's interesting. 1983, probably not as uncommon as I think it is. Hip hop, funk, soul. Yeah, there you go. And I can't find anything else about it, but it's kind of interesting sounding. I just wish it was more funky and less la 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 la. Just doesn't do it for me. All ages, you're in the room with all ages. All ages, you're on the move with all ages.
latest, baby, like a superstar.
Actually, if you listen to how he's rapping, he is doing some really fun stuff with his voice to give it a little oomph and personality and power behind it. It's pretty cool.
The only one that plays a good guitar, and I can play this, baby, like a superstar.
I'm not cold or bold. I'm under control to push my bass
Great voice.
right through your stereo.
My name is Reed. I jam the keys. I'm here to satisfy. I aim to please.
Say rock the house, that's what I do. 'Cause when I play my drums, you're gonna wanna rock too, yeah. All ages. All ages.
Loving this section of the song.
The junkie likes to party.
Yeah, man.
The Rudy likes to party. You know that's right. The clowns like to party.
Sure enough, do.
Does Emmanuel party?
Yeah.
The ladies like to party. You fellas like to party. The people like to party. So we all like to party.
Everyone is looking good, and you're having fun like I know you should.
So come inside, see the fun. We're like solid gold. We're number one.
Funk for real, it's just for fun. We keep our groove on the move to make the people
Say we all like to groove, so if you do, just come along with us so you can groove too. Hey, all ages. All ages. All ages. All ages.
That she said. That she said.
All ages.
I said. That she said.
All ages. All ages.
Gotta let everybody get on the dance floor and dance and dance and dance and dance and dance and dance and dance, which is why all of this space is here, right? We've gotten rid of all of that in the past 40 years. Old is cool, please. Boomer. Shit. that's just a really interesting song. There are honestly some moments of actual brilliance in there that I think sound kind of fantastically good. And then there's parts of it that I just go, oh my god, it sounds so disco-y, so like if they'd only known what rap was going to turn into, like what they would have done with this track, it would have been so cool. I like the beginning. I like the beginning a lot until it just they build up this great energy and then they go dun dun and it just wipes out all the energy they started building up. But then they do get a bunch of it back. It's an interesting track. It's one I will not mind listening to again, but it's not one I want to download, even though there are parts of it that I think are really very, very cool. It's interesting. It's interesting. And man, I don't think they're kids making this. I mean, maybe they're, I don't know, in their 20s or something like that, but they sounded really good. They knew what they were doing, and they all contributed in their own ways, and they were all singing, rapping. It's really kind of a cool track. Never ever heard of this before, so it's cool to see. I'd love to hear from anybody else who just happens upon this and remembers this song, because I do not know these guys at all ages, no clue. Terrible name. Terrible name. You gotta do something different with your name to make yourself stand out. And even in the 80s, they should have known that. That's like all ages. Come on, that people use that term all the time. Really neat stuff. Not by far not my favorite track ever, but holy crap, there's some cool music in there, and I really enjoyed a lot of it. So, Pop Squat, checking out. Please like, subscribe, and share. That's all for now. Bye bye.